All right, guys, so lately on the channel, we've been covering OpenAI's $200 a month plan, which includes deep research within it. It also includes a lot of other things like O1 Pro, Sora, etc. But deep research is one of the most powerful things that I've been using within this plan, and a lot of people have been talking about it. Now, of course, not everyone wants to fork up $200 a month for OpenAI, so we've also been covering different open source alternatives on this channel. We've covered open source deep research, WebUI's deep research, another wrapper, which is a GUI for open source deep research. We covered Skira, and we also just covered Perplexity, which released their deep research model yesterday. So it seems like everyone is talking about deep research, and frankly, every company or LLM or whatever seems to be releasing their own version of deep research. And in fact, they're literally calling it deep research. Now, the beauty with these open source tools, of course, is that they are free and you don't have to pay $200 a month. And Perplexity even has a good free tier for their deep research. And then if you want to pay for their pay plan, it's only $20 a month. Now, there's been so much hype around OpenAI's deep research that a lot of people seem to forget that they are not the first one who actually came out with a deep research tool. This was, in fact, to my knowledge, Google who came out with their deep research. As you can see, they posted this blog post, try our deep research and our new experimental Gemini model in your AI assistant. And this was posted December 11, 2024. So over 2 months ago, they had their deep research released, and Google is definitely a company when it comes to the AI space that a lot of people have been sleeping on. And I've said this many different times, you definitely do not want to sleep on Google. They have the Google Suite with Google Docs. Everyone uses Gmail. They have Notebook LM. They've really been innovative in this space. And of course, they were known as one of the most dominant companies in the AI space until OpenAI came out with ChatGPT. So in today's video, we're going to be going over Google's Gemini Advanced Deep Research, testing it out, seeing its capabilities, as well as comparing it to some of the other deep research tools, such as OpenAI's Deep Research. And we'll even compare it briefly to Perplexity's deep research. We're going to do a deep dive and see exactly which deep research tool you should use. So let's dive right into it. All right, guys. So all links I cover in today's video will be linked down below. Now, in order to use deep research, you need to be on Gemini Advanced. So you can click here in one of the links I'm going to leave down below on how to use Gemini with deep research. I'm also going to just leave the direct upgrade link so you can upgrade to Google Gemini. And you're going to need to upgrade to Google Gemini. Now, for me, I don't know if it's going to be the same for everyone. There was a 1-month trial, so you can literally try it out and you could cancel this if you want. But from what I can see here, the plans, at least the one that I'm on, is $26.99 Canadian. So maybe about around $20 USD. So it's around the same price as ChatGPT Plus for Google's plan right here. And of course, you get access to Notebook LM, you get access to Google Deep Research, you get access to a bunch of different tools, which is substantially less, of course, than OpenAI's $200 a month price tag, which is 10 times more. So it's going to be about the same price as Perplexity's deep research, which is about $20, give or take. That is, of course, if you're paying for the Pro plan. Now, Perplexity has always been really good with researching. If you've used Perplexity, you know this. So I'm just telling you kind of the edges that some of these tools may have. And then Google, of course, is a massive, massive search engine, the biggest search engine in the world. So you would think and assume that they have really good researching capabilities when it comes to scraping the web, searching the web. And that's not to count out OpenAI's deep research. This thing is definitely a powerhouse. And if you've used it or seen me use it or someone else use it, you'll definitely know that that is the case. Okay, so once you actually upgrade to Gemini Advanced, you can simply just go to gemini.google.com. Like I said, all the links will be linked down below. And like I said, if you just want to test this out, there should be a free month trial that you can use so you can experiment with this deep research if you want to see what is the best deep research for you. Once you're on the Gemini Pro plan, you'll see that you have access to as well different models, different other things as well. But we're going to be focusing on the 1.5 Pro deep research. Now, I think it's going to be really cool once we actually get deep research with 2.0 as well. That's going to be awesome because, you know, we obviously want a stronger model. The stronger, the better. And once we click on deep research here, you can really just ask it anything. So my prompt here is I'm doing an in-depth comparison video between OpenAI's deep research and Google Gemini deep research, and also Perplexity deep research. Please make it in-depth and cover everything. Perplexity and Google are about $20 per month, and OpenAI's is $200. So please let me know who should choose what and in which specific use case. We're going to go ahead and click on send here. We can see here just a second. All right, so the good thing about Google Gemini's deep research is it's going to show you the research plan right here. So deep research tools compared, research websites. So I'm going to do in-depth comparison between blah, 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 blah. You can go ahead, read this, and you'll see that this is the research plan here. So step 1, find detailed information on each project, A, B, C for each deep research. And then 2, for each product, find the following information: features and capabilities, pricing, strengths and weaknesses, target audience, user reviews, compare and contrast different things. You know, we can see all the different steps. There's 7 steps here. And the cool thing is you can actually either edit the plan. Like if I click edit plan like this, it's going to say, okay, here's the plan. What do we want to change? Or you could have just said start research. All right, so I'm actually just going to say that's perfect with the plan that it generated, and it's going to say just a second, and now it is starting its deep research. So we can see here it's going right now, and it's pulling a bunch of different websites, so researching 14 different websites already. And while this is loading, I'm going to go ahead and do a Perplexity search right now using their deep research around the exact same topic right here. And if you didn't see my video on Perplexity's deep research, definitely check it out yesterday. Okay, so we're going to use this exact same prompt right here, and we're going to go ahead and click on search. Now, there's a lot of different steps that go within the Perplexity deep research as well. Like I said, if you want more of an in-depth video surrounding the Perplexity one, check out my video yesterday. But you can actually watch the history right here as it's going through, doing different queries, getting different results right here and reading those results, and then getting key learnings, and then doing additional steps right here and incorporating those learnings that it just got into the next query. So now we have Google Gemini as well as Perplexity going right now. Next, let's use OpenAI. So we're going to use O3 Mini right here, paste in this exact same prompt, and we're going to click on deep research.
Are you tired of pouring thousands of dollars into appointment setters only to watch leads slip away? Imagine having a team of elite sales agents booking qualified appointments for you around the clock. No more wasted time on training, no more frustration with performance, and no more draining your budget on inconsistent and expensive call centers. Introducing Stride Agents, AI-powered appointment setters that work 24/7, never get tired, and book appointments while you sleep. Trained on thousands of successful conversations, our AI agents outperform human teams at just 1/10 of the cost. Join the ranks of businesses that doubled their appointments and booking rates in just a matter of weeks. Don't get left behind in the AI revolution. Visit strideagents.com now and transform your entire sales process with cutting-edge AI technology. It's time to accelerate your stride with AI agents.
Okay, so the one thing that I really like about OpenAI's deep research is once you send it in, it's going to say, that sounds great, you know, here's what we're going to do. Could you clarify a few key points? So it's going to actually ask you questions about your prompt to gain context. This is something very important and something that I really like about OpenAI's deep research. And some of the open source ones I showed you do that, but some of the ones that we've done videos on this last week actually don't do that, which I don't like Perplexity's doesn't do that. So you're going to have to keep that in mind and give it more context. Google's kind of does that, where, I mean, it shows you a plan, which is nice. It doesn't ask you questions, but I do like how it shows you that plan. And of course, Google came out with deep research, so I do think that OpenAI did get a lot of different ideas, or maybe many different ideas from Google's deep research. Okay, so I'm just going to say all of that, just make it very in-depth just for the sake of this video. Okay, and now it has started conducting its deep research. All right, so while this is going, let's check back on Gemini right here. So Gemini is about 3/4 of the way done, and Perplexity is done. So Perplexity got done very quick. And look, we can see our actual deep research video that was made yesterday right here, showing in the search results, which is cool. So we can see a comprehensive comparison right here, executive summary, technical architecture between the models. So they say OpenAI's deep research is the gold standard in analytical depth, powered by O3 Mini architecture. We have Google Gemini research, ecosystem integration leader. So that is definitely true. their ecosystem just makes Google, have a really nice advantage over other AI companies, because something like Anthropic or Claude, they don't have something like Gmail, or OpenAI doesn't have that stuff, at least yet. So this is something where Google has been building up this user base, and have such a huge user base. So I think that's such a big advantage that they can just integrate AI within their current tool stack. And then Perplexity deep research, so speed and accessibility champion. So that's fair enough. Like, it is very quick. So if you want deep research that is quick, Perplexity actually could be a good tool for you, especially since there's a free plan that gives you 150 searches a month, which is more than OpenAI's 100 searches a month for their $200 a month plan. And then their pay plan gives you a bunch more. So very lightweight, performance benchmarks across domains. And if you did see, like I mentioned in my other video, Perplexity, their deep research had some really cool benchmarks. And then business market analysis, educational use cases, cost benefit analysis right here. So you can see right here, and then limitations and risks, strategic recommendations, the future outlook, conclusion. Okay, so if we go ahead and copy this output right here and paste it into our word counter, we can see that it has 982 words and 7,914 characters. Okay, so OpenAI still is analyzing right here, doing its research. So far it has 21 sources. And you can see here with Perplexity, we got 35 different sources, which is very in-depth. And you can see all the different steps it took, all the different queries. So I do like that it has that history. If we come back to Google Gemini, we'll see that it is actually done here. So I would say Perplexity took maybe 3-4 minutes max. Google Gemini probably took at least 7 to 9 minutes, I would say. And we can go ahead and see our entire output right here. Now, the one thing is, it's kind of weird with this, like, you can't scroll to see it. Like, this is kind of annoying. I don't know if that's just my interface or whatnot, but the one cool thing is, yes, you can copy it right here, but I really like how you can just simply open this in Docs right here. All right, so now we have it open in our Docs right here, and Google Gemini just in general has a nice interface when you do this, because you can access Gemini right here within your Docs. You can actually access this for free now, which is really cool. So if we wanted to make changes, we could of course do that back over in Google Gemini interface, or within Google Docs. We could ask it about the docs and whatnot. So you can see here, we have OpenAI's deep research. So we called it did the same thing, calling this the powerhouse. And I can definitely agree, it is really just the powerhouse. Google Gemini, the speedy synthesizer, so nice. And then Perplexity, the budget-friendly option. So it seems like it's putting Perplexity last place and Google Gemini second, I would say. And honestly, in terms of in-depth researching capabilities, I would say it's actually probably true. Like, in terms of just looking at this output, at least, choosing the right deep research tool, we can see a nice graph here, or a table. We can see conclusion, and we can see work cited. So we can see all the different citations right here that it used, which is really nice. Now, the one thing that's kind of annoying is, I know when it was searching, like even before I did a search before this video, and it had like 50 sources it was pulling from. Now, I don't see where, okay, actually here, it looks like we can click on this and see some of the citations where different stuff is coming from. It won't let me scroll like I told you guys before, and it's not showing me any place where I can see the history. If I'm missing something, let me know. But I do really like when it shows like the history. I also really like when it shows how long it took. But if we paste this over into the word counter, we can see that it's 2,822 words and 20,827 characters. So it's about 3 times more than Perplexity's output in terms of size. Okay, now let's take a look at OpenAI's output, the big powerhouse. So we can see here that this took 7 minutes and got 21 sources. So it took around the same time as Google Gemini. And we can see that, let's see how in-depth this is. I'm going to assume that this is very in-depth. And it looks super in-depth. For those of you who have seen my other videos that I've been covering, OpenAI's deep research is always super, super long if you tell it to be, and very, very in-depth. Like, it goes over every single little thing. I'm just curious to see how long this is. So wow, yeah, this is 11,181 words, 73,407 characters. So by far the longest. It's 11 times bigger than Perplexity and about 4 times bigger than Gemini. Now, of course, size isn't everything, but let's take a look at some of the details within this output. So we can see a comparison overview here, accuracy and depth of responses. Within all the different sections, we can see all the different citations, which I really like. We can see response speed and processing capabilities, very in-depth, user experience and interface design, source citation and referencing. So each section is very long, price and cost justification. So it goes very in-depth, even on the littlest of things. We can see a table overview right here, specific use cases right here, real world query testing and examples. So scientific research query, business intelligence query, legal policy analysis query, and then a conclusion right here. So very, very in-depth. Definitely, I would give the win to OpenAI's deep research in terms of quality of output. Google Gemini did a good job too. I think this is, in terms of bang for your buck, if you're getting like, if you're, on a budget and you just want to spend 20 bucks or even just try the free trial if you haven't used this already, then this is something that actually could be very useful if you haven't used it yet. And then of course Perplexity on the free plan for smaller researching tasks that don't require super in-depth research. I'd say it's pretty good as well. But honestly, OpenAI's is really, just like I said, a powerhouse when it comes to these deep researching tasks and getting very quality output. And if you want to do a deep dive into this actual output that I got here and review it yourself and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, I'm going to leave a link to this document down below in the description. And let me know what your favorite deep researching tool is. If you don't know, guys, every day for the last week, we've pretty much done a video on some sort of deep researching tool. So check some of those out. Check out some of the open source alternatives and let me know what your favorite one is, what you've got the best outputs with, if you've tried any different techniques or strategies. I'm really interested to hear what you guys say. And if you want me to do a video on any specific comparisons or any other deep research tools I may not know of that you guys found, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm really enjoying doing these type of videos around deep research because I've been personally using it in my life and in my business, and it's actually really just game changing. So if you have 200 bucks and it's not a big deal for you to spend that type of money a month on something like this, and you run a business or you're into doing sort of research or whatever, it could definitely be justified. I would say it's 100% justified in my opinion for something like this. But if you don't need huge in-depth research and you just need something that's really good at a lower cost, then something like Google Gemini is obviously a good choice. Perplexity as well. Or if you want to try something out that's 100% for free on their hosted version, at the moment at least, Skura is something that you can check out. Watch my video on that. And then these open source ones are really good as well. I definitely recommend checking all those out too. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you're new here, we upload videos all the time on AI agents, marketing, sales, AI coding, business growth. So if you like that type of content, you got some value here, make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with the uploads. Also too, guys, if you haven't already joined our free community, Facebook group and Discord channel, stridecommunity.com, I'll leave a link down below for that. And then also too, guys, check out our other community, our Stride AI Academy, for behind the scenes resources, templates, tools, trainings, as well as networking with myself and other like-minded AI entrepreneurs in this space. And then also too, guys, if you run a business and you need help implementing AI agents like AI appointment setters, AI call centers, or custom growth AI solutions into your business, book a call down below at executivestride.com/apply, and we can see if it's a fit or not. Or if you are a dev, an entrepreneur, a founder, a SaaS owner, whatever the case is, and you want to sell these same AI agents or AI growth solutions to other businesses for 2 to 10K plus, book a call down below to see if it's a potential fit to work with us, and we'll give you our exact protocol on how to do that. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.